Well, I have bad news for all the people out there who just love time travel and time traveling videos and all this, movies about time travel and all this kind of crap. There is no such thing as time travel. There never has been. The universe is what's called a state device. It's a state entity. It simply is. There is a state of everything, and everything is in its state until it is changed. And energy is what we perceive as time is simply a perception of how much energy it takes to move or change an object or change a state of an entity in that universe. There is no future, there is no past. The future that the thing we call the future is simply us making plans, what state we want things to be in at some point, and the history that we write down is what we call a past. So, evidence left behind from previous states. But the simple act of saying previous and future, or previous and plans and history, all of these simply describe the states that are not now. The universe is not writing anything down. At no point can we go to the past and say, send information back to ourselves in the past, and we can't really even send information forward in time. All we can do is write it down, leave evidence behind of what we want the future to be like, or what we want someone in the future to know. And I can believe this because as every time I walk through a doorway, I have to be very careful to remind myself why I was going into the next room. Because my brain is scatterbrained, and every 5 seconds I'm turning around and wondering, why did I come in here? Well, that's because the state of my memory and my brain just throws something in a cache memory real quick and says, okay, let's go take care of this. Meanwhile, I'm daydreaming about every other damn thing in the world, in the universe, like time travel and all this kind of stuff and why it's impossible. And I walk through a doorway. That seems to be, they've actually done studies somewhere that walking through a doorway, that transition from one space to another, sets off the memory wipe mechanism in the brain, so that every time you go through one of these transitions, you reassess your situation and it wipes out those caches. So you have to be careful to remind yourself when you walk through doorways or walk past some sort of transition area, because like every time I come out here to do a vlog, every time I go from my computer into the next room to shoot a vlog, I have to stop and remind myself, okay, what was my idea? I've actually taken to emailing myself ideas so that I can walk from my office out to the parking garage. And in all those transition places, I'll just let myself forget what I was coming out here for, except the fact of vlog, what the purpose of my vlog was. I get out here and I have to go back and read my emails to remind myself as I'm walking out the door over here from the elevator. And that kind of thing really makes me believe that there's no future and no past, just because it's gone. I mean, if the state in my memory can't hold information that far, well, I turned on the heater unit, can't remember the state that far, can't remain in state that far. So, I mean, no future, no past. The universe simply is right now, and everything in the universe either is or is not doing whatever it does right now. That's it. Walk through a doorway, and it's all gone.